Of what happens in terms of using play therapy with adolescents doesn't come from the creativity and the brilliance of the play therapist or counselor or social worker. It comes from the adolescent themselves. When you're thinking about play therapy with adolescents, it's very important to get back into that. We're going to make an argument, that culture of adolescence. What is adolescence like? And for so many adolescents, there's that connection to music. There's that song that, how does Melissa Etheridge know exactly what I'm feeling? In terms of our, introducing ourselves, I want to do like the play therapy part and then the adolescent part of my introduction and why I bring those two things together. So first is just that I did not want to work with children at all. I had no idea what play therapy was. I took this course in play therapy and was like, this is it. And so I've been doing play therapy for almost 20 years. I have always liked adolescents. That's the easy part. I find them to be the most entertaining people in the world. And I think maybe I might be a little bit immature, and that could be it. But I am very still connected to those experiences that I had as an adolescent. I can access them very easily. And I think that having that adolescent in front of me clinically, or even being around adolescents that I know socially, I feel very comfortable there because I get it, from their perspective. But what happens when we're working with that adolescent who really had that really bad breakup and they're distraught, maybe even despondent, suicidal, because of that breakup? Other well-meaning people in their lives say to them, there'll be other fish in the sea, you were only going out with them 3 days, all these kind of things that really minimize their experience. Using more playful strategies and play therapy with them is we're not the people who are dismissive about how that felt or minimize it. We recognize that devastation and the complexities of being an adolescent. So part of this comes from then really honoring and respecting adolescents in and of themselves. But what so many of them have been so pushed to. We have this really interesting thing in our culture where we want them to grow up and be responsible really quickly, but we don't want them to do the things that are connected with that. And so that's where I started to weave in play therapy just naturally because they were bringing it in. So a lot of what I started doing in play therapy came from my adolescents saying, "Can I go into that room, into the playroom instead?" Or and we'll show you some of the things lately. I just keep kind of a basket of props or toys in my talking office that they go to every single time. So it was I think in that way, my adolescent clients were the ones who taught me adolescent play therapy, and then I had to go back and get a little bit more of a knowledge base than what I was learning from them. But I learned most of what I learned about adolescent play therapy from the adolescents themselves.